Going on, guys? A long time no talk to. So a lot of things have been going on with my family, things in my life. Been working on a script, and it's been taking me a while to get this script out because I wanted to make it very accurate. I want it to work exactly how I think that it should work from what I've read. It's fall where I'm at, so I got a lot of leaf cleanup, a lot of things around the house to get done. My dog just had surgery a few days ago, so there was a lot going on there. But I wanted to talk to you guys too about, let you guys know that, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that I was saved, believed in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, probably about 12 years ago, and He's changed my life. And I always told myself that I've always felt better helping people than trying to just take from people. I've always given into people. And so I went to prayer, and I have peace about this, that I thought maybe I could sell these scripts on Gumroad. And after going to prayer and thinking about it, meditating about it, having peace about this, I think I'm just going to do these and give them away for free. And I'm going to have it on Gumroad in such a way that it's going to be like no cost at all. You can download it for free. I'll give you guys links. And when you download it, and if you use it and it helps you and it makes you profitable, no pressure. I'm not saying you have to, but by all means go back, and then you can actually buy it and you can put whatever price you want to put in. Whatever value you feel like you got out of this. Because for me, my value was set by someone that died for me, over 2,000 years ago, and that was Jesus Christ. My value isn't set by any man, only by the Son of God Himself. So there are people out there that, I never understood that if you're a great trader and you're just killing the game out there and you're making money, that you're also charging people for your knowledge. That's cool, you can do that. I'm not mad at you for doing that. I'm just going a different way, I think, with this. I just think that I believe that people out there that are really hard, really want to work hard to learn how to trade, that you guys definitely can succeed. And if I'm able to give you some of the tools that help, then by all means. Anything you see here obviously is not financial advice. The past performance does not predict future results. So trade at your own risk. Be careful out there. Use stop losses. So this strategy that I've been working on, I base it off what is called, I don't know if you guys have heard of these cats or not. They are, it's called six-figure traders, 6 figures from scratch. And it's 6 gentlemen, and this guy goes through and he pretty much interviews each one of these guys, and they write down their process of how they became 6-figure traders and what they've done. I think a couple of them are over in the UK, Australia, and stuff like that. But anyway, you can download this. You can get a PDF file, download, read the whole thing yourself. I've read it. It's very, very interesting. Got some good stuff out of there. But I wanted to go through and do a strategy to what these guys talk about, their method is, and see if it's actually compatible. So I went into Thinkorswim, and I pretty much scripted strategy. And my strategy is, they have one in here right now. I think this, what you're looking at, is like the Head and Shoulders, which is pretty. As I looked at it, I made my strategy to actually recognize Head and Shoulders and double bottoms, but I just went with the double bottoms. So it doesn't have to be a perfect double bottom. There's an example of the Head and Shoulders, but mine doesn't have to be a perfect head or double bottom. It gives a certain leeway from one bottom to the next bottom. And then it does lines and it marks it for you. It marks your neckline, and then it gives you a buy when the neckline is broken. And then it's set up in a certain way where it gives you profit. So this is kind of like I said, you go through. I'm not going to read all this and make this too long, but you guys can definitely get in there and check it out. And if possible, if you guys need help with it, I think I'm able to maybe find the link for this 6 figures. I'm not affiliated with these guys. I'm not making money from doing this or anything. I'm just saying, hey, these guys made some money doing it, so maybe if I can script out something to where somebody else can use it and make money, awesome. So this is kind of what I built my strategy on, was the double bottom, neckline, breaks a neckline, gives you a buy entry. He has some examples in here of, this is the double bottom, double tops. Also for you short people that go short and like to short the market, I do have a double top too that I'll be putting in there. So anyway, there's your head and shoulders. Or sorry, there's your double bottoms. Your head and shoulders are right here. You know, these are patterns, cup and handles. I didn't do the cup and handle. The channels are pretty basic and straightforward. Along with these ascending wedges. They also have a broadening top. So like I said, there's a lot of good information in here. And it was kind of like this picture that I saw right here is kind of what I started basing this on. And so I can zoom in a little bit. And his is more of a head and shoulders. And primarily there's a trend line, and once it breaks above it, which I'm consuming that's his neck, then that's where he puts his entry at. So this is what I came up with. And how this is working is it does the same thing that what you saw there, but what it's doing is it's recognizing a bottom or double bottom, so 1, 2, it goes up to the high, so it's actually coming off of the high here, which is in the pre-market. So you got 1, 2, 3, but it marks the line here, and because the only reason it's not showing in the pre-market is because I have it turned off and it's showing it in intraday. So it shows you it has a buy here, has a few buys, it's bought. Now this is just set at 100 shares. You can buy whatever shares you want, but that's just kind of what I have it set at, just to make it pretty easy. So primarily what it's showing here is kind of like a neckline in a way, or a head and shoulders, or a inverted double bottom, if you will. It's recognized the bottom here on this red. It recognized the bottom here on this red. It went back to its last high and it gave you a line, and it marks the high, the neckline, and it puts a buy in here. Now I didn't want to make this, I have it set to a certain settings, and I'll show you, and you can set it to whatever settings you want. Here, let me get this out of the way, maybe make a little more room. There we go. So as you can see, it's buying here, 2 buys, it broke out here, and as soon as it breaks and closes above the line that it prints, it gives you a buy signal. It also bought here, but as of right now, it's 50%, and but you're up 1,000, and it has a max drawdown of 1, so you're up $1,031.06. Now I have my stop loss set a little bit high, but I'm just messing with it. So here's a bunch of them as it's showing here too, and it's just printing out new lines until it breaks one, and then it gives you the buy, and then it'll print out a new neckline because of the bottoms. So as you can see here, there's a bottom neckline, and it extends the neckline out. Bottom, neckline. Inverted bottom, neckline. Bottom, neckline. So it's inverted. So as you can see right there, it's inverting it. Because you got a bottom here, and then it just goes back, gives you the neckline. Bottom, neckline. You can go in, I made this so that way you can go to a look back, how many price bars it looks back, how far it extends the line out. I made this a trailing stop because I wanted my stops to be a little bit more tighter. I wanted them to follow the price so I don't have such a huge drawdown. And to me, it just made more sense to make this a trailing stop. My take profit percent, like I said, it's at 50% right now. I go 25%, but I'm also going to, I also have, and it's in intraday right now. So you can click no on that. And if I click no and apply, There'll be no buys in here, no nothing. So if you go back into it, and let's go, we'll allow extended so I can show you the extended hours. We'll go apply. We'll back off here to extended. Now this is a stock that really didn't have much news. It didn't pop up until, let me see if it had any news at all. Not till 7:01. So it started to pop a little bit, and then it gradually, once the market opened, it really took off. But even in pre-market, I just want to show you that it's doing what it's supposed to do. Bottom, went back, marked its high. Bottom, went back, marked its high. Bottom, went back, marked its high. Now you notice it says right here, session exit. This is something that I've done. Now, once again, this isn't something that you have to trade this way. But when the session closes, which is pre-market, it just closes the whole positions, closes all positions. It's just another way to lock in profits. And then if you go back in, let's switch this from extended. So extended also is going to work, hold on, let me go back and show you. Extended is also going to work, let me go 2 day, 1 minute. Extended is going to work after hours. As you can see, it's Monday starts here. Let's go back into, let's see if I can find another one. Here we go. Let me get in here too and shut these off so not necessarily, there we go. So this was Friday. This is what happened on Friday for it. This is what it did. Took some decent trades, but there you can see your trailing stop. So I think I have mine set at 5%, and this is just, yeah, 5%. This is just at whatever you feel. And that's why I want to make this intuitive to what people want and how they trade. But you can see that the trailing stop's working. And so it's just protecting versus it going, if you make a stop of 5% or 10%, it's hitting there. It's just making it so it's more, it breaks it even more. And that's just kind of for me. I'm trying to save as much capital as I can, and that way, I can trade and stay in the game longer. But you can see that the session ended on Friday here. I think it was like 8 o'clock or something like that. And then it was in a trade, and in that trade, 18%. It went in, but it closed the trades. Because you really don't want to keep it after hours when the market's closed. You don't know how the market's going to open up. I don't know how the market's going to open up. You don't know what's going to go on. It kind of ran flat as soon as the market closed, and then it opened up and shot up. So once again, you can close your trades, not close your trade. It doesn't bother me either way. So you can see that it bought here, and actually the trailing stop was higher than where the buy was at by 3 or 4%. So I did not get to take my profits, but it's still kind of protecting as much of my capital as I can, and that's just something that I really like. So we'll just go back and so yeah, so it does extended hours and pre-market, and then you can just go in and shut this off, turn on intraday, and now it's intraday. And then you see the pre-market's gone. So this BYND is, once again, this popped up with some news, if I'm not mistaken. This is, what is today? Today's the 20th, October 20th, and there was news on this. So that's kind of why I trade. That's how I trade, personally myself. And once again, everybody's a little bit different. So anyway, as I come into intraday, it dipped down and then took off. So as of right now, the trailing stops are working. Everything's working. The trailing stop up here worked. It's at 14%. It still took 14% for a trailing stop at 2%. Whoops. And now we're still in a few trades here, and it looks like it's going to get stopped out because that market seems to be dumping a little bit. Pretty good. But either way, as of right now, this If you would have followed this in intraday, your win percent is 71%, drawdown is 25%, and you're up 21 bucks. You know, obviously, if you're, what is this, $1 share, 100, 2, 3, 4, you're at 400 or 500 bucks, $600. You know, to make 20 bucks, that really is not working out very good. But this is just for demonstration anyway, to show you guys, you know, this isn't saying you have to trade exactly how this tells you. This one right here was more of a pre-market runner, and then it kind of slowly but surely ran up. This one here, pretty decent one. This had some news, and it popped, really popped as soon as the market opened. And once it opened, it just took off. So I got a trailing stop right here after it broke. And there's its high, it's broke. I don't know if you can see that line. And then it broke here, and it took its, you know, 28%. 25 seconds what I got it set at. You know, so it's saying right now I'm up 50% on this. I'm up $77, 101%, 105% drawdown. I want to show you how you can mess with the drawdown if you want. Like some people are like, oh, this drawdown for this is great. You know, you can get in. I can mess with this and make it look beautiful too if I want. But first, let's go to the look back. So the look back is how many it looks back before it draws a line. It prints you a line to break. So let's put a 1 in here, and you're going to see a lot more lines. See, just tons of them now. So if that's how you want to trade, and if you look at this, it went from, let me clear this out. There it goes. So it went from, I think it was at 50% the last time where I had my settings at, and now it's at 86% win percentage, a 6% drawdown, and I'm up $1,100 if I follow this. So let's set it at, and every time I go down further or a higher number, I get less lines to print out. So let's make, it was set at 4, let's go back to 4, apply, yeah, 50%. Now I'm at $77. I lost, what was it, $1,100, so almost, what, $1,900, $1,930, something like that, just from the lines, how it was breaking out. We can go 10, and that's going to be a lot less lines. It didn't take any trades at all. Let's go 3, see what that looks like. So it's at 40%. It's actually a little worse. So once again, it's something you can play with and figure out which works best for you and your trading system. Let's go back to 4 now. The 200 is just the bars, the line bars extended 200. They will go 200 bars, but sometimes once it recognizes that there's another double bottom, it'll print you out another neckline, and then those bars extend out from there. And it could extend out 200, but until it recognizes another double bottom, and then it'll print you out another line. And like I said, my double bottoms are staggered double bottoms. They're like kind of an inverted, if you will, double bottoms. They're not perfectly lined up with each other. One bottom might be higher than the other bottom or a little bit lower, but I put a little leeway in there to just give a good idea. The trailing stop is at 5% now. If I put this at 20%, it's not taking any. See how my win percent went up, the drawdown went up, but also the win percentage went up. This one's 60% is where we started. It's at 60% winner. I'm up almost $900 with a 10% drawdown. And that's all just because I changed my stop. If I went to 2% on the trailing stop, my numbers are going to probably be a lot worse, I'm assuming. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you're at 50%, 18% drawdown. So, you know, let's go 10%, see what that does. Yeah, 33%. See how it's just, it fluctuates with it. But you're up 847, so 33% win percent. It's just, it's a little bit different, but that's kind of how I like it. So once again, in my profit, take profit, I can take profit at 10%. This is going to change it too. This will change the numbers on it. $137, a 50% winner, it's a 64% drawdown. And as you can see, if I take my percentages up, let's say to 35% to take profit, it's actually hitting stop before it hits my profit. Let's go down to 20. So there's the take profit. It's in green. You can go in and you can customize that too. I have it, so once again, this is, you can really make this how you want to make it. The trailing stop I have white, my take profit green, the session exit is yellow. All these are going to be the magenta when you download this. All these will have magenta. Let's see, is there anything else in here that I want to show you? No. So I think that I'm also going to go in and I'm going to get rid of the session end because I want you guys to be able to use this on the daily. And as you can see, it won't print daily because within a day session, it closes and open orders, close it open, and at the end of the day, it closes all. So it's not going to tell you where to buy it, but I think it will work really good to mark high and lows for you though. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that when I went to the 20-day 1 hour, it actually, see, yeah, there it is. It actually is printing out some. But the problem with this is that I'm seeing, as far as these session exits, is that it's up, right now it's up almost 100%. And I had a buy way down there, and it did exit here, you know, but it's up 9%. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, see, it didn't print anything there. It's just because I think it's because it's closing, and if it's closing in between it and it's selling it off, it's not going to show you anything else. Like you have a buy up here, and it did close it. Let me pull up one of my scans. Let's go. This is what's in Thinkorswim. They're change gainers. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I haven't really went through and looked at any of these. I just was getting on here to make a video, show you guys what I've been doing with my time. I've been just sitting around with my hands on my butt, sitting on my hands, doing nothing. So anyway, let's go back to the day, 1 minute chart. So this is, yeah, this is what I've been working on. I'm going to also I'm going to have to make another video on how to install these scripts. So once you get your URL code and you go to Gumroad and you copy the link and paste it, you will go to open shared item and you're going to copy and paste it right in here in this shared item URL. I'm hoping you can see this because sometimes this gets a little goofy. But anyway, once you click on this wheel cog and go down to open shared, there's going to be a window that opens up and it'll say shared item URL. You're going to want to paste it in there, the link, and then right next to that there's going to be a preview button and it'll highlight green. You're going to want to hit preview and then go down to import. And once you import this, it'll be under, you can change the name to wherever you want so you can find it, or you can keep it to the name that I have it. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your strategies. Mine's under TC for Trade Core. These are all my strategies. And then you're just going to want to click on it. It should be under TC somewhere. It should be TC. I might keep it TC DB for double bottom and then TC double top. And I'll show you the double tops here in a second. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I've been working on that. I think I'm going to go through this six-figure trader thing more. And if I'm not mistaken, there's more, like he gives candlestick bars, you know, price action in there, a bunch of different things. Like I said, it's pretty helpful. I got a few good things out of it. It talks about, you know, these guys, the 6 guys, as he interviews them, they talk about their positions and what they do and how they trade. So you can see this guy right here has that same trade that we looked at. He has a shoulder, shoulder, head, and then tweezer bottom, which is primarily price action, drops down, but the buying action pushes it back up and gives you what I've always gone through as a shooting star. or hammer. Sorry, hammer. They call it hammer too. But anyway, there's a lot of different ones in here, and I'll be working on another one next. I think it's going to be this one right here. Reading about it. It has a total return 124%. They go through and break down a lot of these guys' trades. I think a lot of this stuff too is on like a 15-minute. I'm using it for 1 minute. M tops, W bottoms by Simon Pullen. Yep, what he's done. So primarily this is what we were talking about. There's the double tops. That's what it looks like in the chart. I know I showed you guys in my chart. Double bottom, but I have it also put in necklines. So let me show you the double bottoms. What is the next one? Like I said, this book is pretty interesting. It's for stop losses and whatnot, for necklines. Usually the stop loss at the top, which once again, mine is a trailing stop, a little bit different than what they have there. And that's just how I like to roll. You can set your trailing stop higher, and then you won't have to worry about it and have your own mental stop loss. The take profit is primarily what I had it set up at. Like I said, they have it as pips. I can set mine to 1%. So it pretty much is for whatever percent you guys want. So yeah, there's the double top. Boom, stop there. Pending short, when it breaks the neck, there's your profit. So I think that, anyway, I don't want to spend too much time. I hope you guys are still with me on this. Sorry if I'm taking a long time, but there's a lot I put into this that I definitely wanted to let you guys see, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me find, let's go to losers, and let's get rid of this. And I'm going to go to strategies, TC, and my double top, add selected, apply, okay. So let's click on one of these that are really down, bam, there we go. So now, for people that like to short, I'm with you guys. I'm not a shorter personally, I'm not there yet, because I know sometimes it's with leverage, and I'm just not ready to trade my house. You guys that do it, kudos to you guys. But it's the same idea. I've made this to where it was the same idea that you saw in that six-figure traders, six figures from scratch. It breaks the neckline. Let me see here. Why is this neckline? It should be, bam. There it goes. Now it looks better. So same difference. It marks a, let's see if I can find one here, a double top, which is going to be here, here to here. It's telling what the bottoms are. One top, two tops, bottom. Right? Let me click on another one. Hopefully this is, there you go. Top, top, bottom. And this is the same, this is the same way you can customize it your way. I think I have this set up a little bit different. Look backs at 3. Let's go 200. Let's go trailing stop 5%, and we'll do 30. Same thing. So it's all intuitive for me. So primarily top, top, goes back, boom. Marks your bottom for you. Same thing. So it's in the trades right now. We're looking at it's up 75%. I mean, you're up 37 bucks, but it's 137% of them. This one's like 75%, $435 is up, 27% drawdown. Actually, it's in a trade right now. It's in a few of them. It has not, let me show why. It's because it has not hit its percent. Well, it did 25, I think, is where we're at. Or 30 is where we're at, as a matter of fact. So that's why it's not showing anything. Trailing stop, it hit the trailing stop. And that's kind of why I don't have anything set on this one. But I can show you exactly how I would do it. Trailing stop is white. Take profit is, whoops. Take profit is green, obviously, and session is yellow. Apply, boom, there's all my trailing stops. There's all my trailing stops. This one's not very good, terrible drawdown, you know, but from the trailing stops on these, though, I believe that it may look, your max drawdown may look terrible, but it's actually, your loss percentage is going to be way down. It's just the reason, you know, that I did it. And once again, everybody doesn't have to do it the way I do it, but hey, it's all good. So just giving you an idea. So yeah, so this is the short, and then the other one, this is the double top. The other one's the double bottoms for the breakout for longs. This is the double tops for shorts. Let's see how, I mean, did it do on the ones that were good, that were running today? No, not very good. You won 0 of them, max drawdown 100, you're down 122 bucks. But obviously, you got to go with the market. Anybody that trades knows you're going with the market swings. You're playing what the market gives you. This one as well, it's a $175 share one, but you're winning 3 to 3%. The max drawdown is 76%, not very good, but as in all these trades right now, you're up $3,000. Yeah, you're in what? I mean, you're in like 20, 30, you know, you're in, this is 100 shares each. So buys 100, 10. Yeah, you're like $170,000 to win three, you know, to be up 3,000. Once again, that's everybody's what they want to do. This one's a real good one too. It's $13 a share. It's only drawn down 4%. You're up almost 460 bucks, 75% win rate. It hasn't even closed any of them yet, but you're looking at, you know, 10 or almost 10 times it told you to buy 100 shares. So 100 shares, 140, that's $1,400. So you're almost in $14,000. I mean, to win, you know, that kind of money is like, I get it. But just showing you that this does work. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to be posting this video, and I will have the code in that you will be able to. I'm going to make another video on how to download it once you get the URL code. I want to make a video how to install it, and then so that way you guys will be able to just jump right in there and hopefully start using this and getting in some trades, and, you know, hopefully, you know, crushing the market. I hope. I mean, that's all I can hope for. And like I said, you know, this isn't a if you guys find you know, value in this, by all means, go back and buy it. If you don't want to go back and buy it, don't. It's not a big deal. I just want to do these things because I actually enjoy doing it, and I want to try to help people to set themselves free financially from the grind and make some money for themselves, for their families, for whatever. And that's just kind of, you know, like I said, that's just what set good with me in my heart. And I think that is where I'm going to do from now on. So you guys don't have to worry about buying any of these. It does take time. It took me like, I don't know, just spending hours upon hours upon hours doing these, just till I got it the way I wanted to get it. And hopefully I think it's good for me, and hopefully it'll work for you guys. So thanks, man. Hopefully you guys made it to the end. God bless. Use this. Definitely hit me up. Let me know how it works in the video. Put it in the comments. You know, tell me how it went. Tell me if it sucks. Tell me if I should change a few things. Give me some ideas, and I'll get in and script something for Thinkorswim. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. God bless.